Hello and welcome to the Fate of England. I'm going to be starting a new game today playing as William the Bastard. A very popular start, a very fun start. Start with a lot of historical significance. I'm playing this with default settings, all of the current DLC, and no mods, Iron Man enabled. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. William the Bastard, soon to be known as William the Conqueror, hopefully. Was successfully able to take the English throne from Harold Godwinson in 1066. We're going to be hoping to replicate that. Generally not too difficult to do. He is probably the most likely winner of this two-sided war that England faces. Usually the AI wins it with Normandy. Hopefully we can do the same here. Unfortunately for William, not too long after his death, his son became king, and then his... there was some type of disaster, I believe. I can't remember exactly what happened. Some of his heirs drowned eventually, like a shipwreck, and then eventually the House Plantagenet came into the English throne. So we're going to be hoping to do a little bit better. After I take over England, I think what I'm probably going to be doing in this game is trying to usurp France away instead of just expanding throughout the British Isles here, because that's always a little bit boring and a little bit easy. So I think I'm going to focus more on France, but I am still going to take the English throne first. It would be kind of a waste not to do that, I think. So you start off with some special troops here. They go away when your character dies, so you don't get them once you are playing his son. A lot of troops, a lot of extra troops. We have 7,200. The English king right now has 3k, so we definitely have a massive advantage. We also have a ton of children. So I'm going to be going through them and looking for some alliances, probably. Our heir is Robert Curthouse. Not sure exactly what that means. Lazy and zealous. He's actually my vassal already. He already holds 2 here. If I'm not mistaken, he becomes Duke of Normandy on my death when William dies, and then William the Red, William Rufus, becomes King of England. I'm not sure who I'm going to be playing as. I don't particularly like Robert's traits. This guy's compassionate and wrathful, which isn't great either. I kind of do want to play William the Red here. So maybe we'll do that. It's going to depend a lot on what happens here, though. So right now, the only thing that we have is our Duchy of Normandy and the one county within it, and then a claim on this Kingdom of England. I might actually not take a dynastic legacy right away, just in case we need to disinherit a son. That's kind of annoying. He started off with Overseer. Well, not quite, but he's going for Overseer. I think I might just reset perks. It's going to give me a stress hit, but I'd rather be in either one of these other trees. I think Gallant is a little bit stronger overall. I'm considering just going for Strategist here, though. You know what? Let's just go for Gallant. Having the extra knights will help us here, and then we can end the war earlier potentially as well. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff I gotta do here. Our eldest daughter here, Cecilia. We can have a look at what kind of alliances we can get. So the King of Castile, we can ally with the King of Denmark as well. He's got a lot of sons that are single here. Let's betroth our eldest daughter to the King of Castile, and then I'm actually going to take my youngest daughter here and marry her to the King of Denmark, and then I'm going to hope that he dies, so I can just use this alliance for now, but I don't want that marriage to actually go off. Prince of Hungary is a little bit far away. The King of Sweden, on the other hand, that's not too far, so let's do that. So that's 3 powerful alliances right there with just my daughters. I think that should probably be enough, if I had to guess. Wet nurse, okay. And let's get our wife to raise our daughters. Wow, there's a lot of kids in our court, actually. That's crazy. Okay, what else do we need to do? When I unpause, these knights will go out. For some reason, I have someone in jail at the start. I don't actually know who this is. Okay, that's the king's brother, the King of England's brother, for whatever reason. It doesn't actually give us war score, though. I never noticed that before. I have played this start before, but only like once or twice. It's interesting historically, but I don't find it to be particularly difficult. He's just kind of like a major name, and I haven't played him yet on my channel. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. And also, I did consider actually just like forfeiting this war at the start and then just only focusing on France, but it seems like a little bit too much. I think it makes more sense for me to win the war first and then try to focus. Okay, so we got athletic from our stress break. It's actually nice. So there's 1, 2, 3 alliances. I'm just going to call them all in. It's going to be expensive. It's going to take most of our prestige. But winning this war is pretty much everything that we need to do here in the early game. I think that we just raise up now. The bulk of our army comes from these special troops that we have, but these should have a bunch of knights in them, 12 knights. Okay, so we're leading the army ourselves. I'm just going to give these guys a second to raise their armies and get over here a little bit. Looks like they're already sort of heading over. Not sure where this guy's military is. He's fighting a war on 2 fronts. He's also fighting off the King of Norway's claim to his throne as well. I think I'm just going to come for the capital. Hopefully they can get here. Looks like not. So we lose a little bit of war score. We're going to take the capital without much difficulty here. And just go for whatever else is nearby, I guess. Okay, so we probably do need to go engage him. Let's just finish getting this first. Okay, I can't actually see him anymore. Okay, where are you going? He might be heading kind of all over the place because he's worried about his 2 different wars. Did he actually form an alliance? I should keep an eye on what this war is too. War against the tyranny of King Philippe. Okay, so that guy's probably going to get his land revoked there. He's not going to be our king for long, because once we win this war, we do become independent and take our home duchy with us. Didn't actually look at my council at all. This guy's pretty bad, actually. We don't really have much else to put in there, though. My half-brother, okay. I guess we just keep sieging this stuff. Negotiate alliance. I'm gonna accept that, I guess. Wasn't expecting him to just give up this easy. I guess he's busy fighting. Okay, so we can enforce our demands at 90%. Let them see their new king. Okay, so now we are the Conqueror instead of the Bastard, a much nicer name. And our second son here, Prince Richard, has become impatient, which I think I'm just going to let him keep. I don't really feel like taking a stress hit for Shy or Gluttonous, neither of which are very good. We do, however, I think, need to fight this war off now, though. We've inherited the other war. He's still pressing his claim, so we need to fight him off. I'm going to go into some prestige debt from calling these guys back in. Maybe I can win without them, but I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We can get out of prestige without too much prestige debt without too much difficulty. So I'm just going to call my allies back in to help us here. $22 out of 6. A little bit too much. Okay, so we can't fight that. Once my allies get here, we should be able to. So that's 1, 2. I think the other one shouldn't be too far behind. I do have almost 1,000 gold to hire some mercenaries as well, so. Let's go and fight off these guys. Ooh, 1% chance I'm killed. You know what, just for the sake of it, let's see how it works. So we finished off the gallantry. I'm probably going to get Serve the Crown for the control growth. I might also do 1 or 2 other things in here. We have 5 years to kill in this lifestyle anyway. So we just need to unsiege this stuff here. I'm going to need to give most of this stuff away, so I'm going to start doing that. I guess to be historically accurate, we're going to give this to a bunch of Normans. The thing that William the Conqueror did was give all this land away to his own guys. I think that we actually want to keep Kent. This is where the Canterbury Cathedral is. Yeah, I don't want to do this all just yet, but I am holding way too many holdings right now. So whenever the penalty kicks in, I will have to give this stuff away. Okay, are you almost done there? There we go. It's kind of annoying how quickly he can get that. We're slowly making our way over there. I could probably white piece this. Yeah, he will accept it if he wants the white piece. He gets a pressed claim, which means that not only does he keep it, but he passes it on to his kids when he dies. Whereas if I can enforce my demands, then he's going to lose his claim, and his children won't have a claim either. So long term, it seems a lot better. Let's give this duchy title away as well. East Anglia, there it is. So Essex and Kent. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I mean, it makes most sense to move our capital to London, I guess. But I kind of want to keep it in the mainland. No, let's just move it to London. Okay, so where's this guy at now? I guess he took off. We'll figure it out. Let's give these other duchies away while we have some time. And then this one here. These guys will be able to make their own duchy title eventually, since I'll just give them all the land in it. Okay, so there is my son. He's finished his education. He actually got deceitful military education. He's not great. He's not terrible either. I don't think we'll get another choice here. We can influence his personality, though. Diligent would be huge, but it's only 40% chance. I guess I'll just go for it. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I forgot to do this as well. So we got the head of St. Edmund. Same faith, opinion, and piety. Court grandeur. Cortana sword. This is actually really nice. A lot of prestige. Knight effectiveness. Renown. Seduce scheme power, just in case. I guess. We definitely don't need these Godwin banners. House Godwin will not be making a return. And just going to bump these up a little bit for now. We're stuck with warlike court. I'm not a big fan of the intrigue court, so I'll usually just stick with warlike. I can't move this while I'm at war, but eventually I'll move it over to London. I may actually just give this duchy away here as well. And then just keep Kent, or Dover, or whatever this is. Earldom of Kent. But I do need to give a few more things away. I guess I'll give this county away to my son here as well. Once I move my capital. Yeah, think that's the plan. Okay, so we'll give this to you. I'm still not sure where this guy actually took his army. Do I just go and siege his capital down, I guess? It's a thing that we could do. If we run into him and his ally without any of our allies, we could be in trouble. Let's just go and see. Oh, there he is. Is he fighting in another war? Oh, he's got a lot of wars, actually. Okay. Well, let's go and get him, then. Head all the way up here to northern Norway. I don't know why his capital's up there. But hopefully we can just take it down and win. We have the ticks going in our favor at this point. This should give us quite a good bit of war score too. 62%. Do I just keep going, I guess? Whatever. Given that we do control a holy site here, I think that we can actually get the consecrate bloodline pretty easily. We will need to get to the highest level of devotion, so maybe not on this character, but it shouldn't be too difficult. What's going on here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get served the crown. I'll probably get the decreased casus belli cost too, and maybe one more thing if we still need to stick around here a little bit more. I guess I just keep running down the coast here and sieging. Wants to make a shield. I don't think I need that right now. Feeling unwell. Is someone trying to murder me? I am not sure. My half-brother, spymaster, and vassal. I don't think he's set to inherit anything from me, but he is definitely the type of person that might try to murder me, so if he is trying to do that, that could happen. There we go. We got the 90%. So that claim is gone. He no longer has a claim, and nor will his children. So we're finally done with our wars here. I'm going to move my capital over to London, and then give my son this. So now we're not over the limit here at all. Never question me. Okay. Embrace the English culture. I think this is what I want to do, actually. It makes kind of sense here, don't we? Long live the English. After I just gave all that land to a bunch of Normans. Oh, okay, they do switch with me. So this guy is a little bit of a problem here. He's controlling an absolutely massive amount of land. He doesn't like us. And he's pretty powerful. So I have to figure out something to do with him. I guess I can just make him my marshal here to placate him a little bit. Short reign, too many duchies. We can get rid of that without too much difficulty. Normandy, Essex, and Kent. So I think I'm going to hold on to these two. Or maybe I actually just give him Kent. He controls 2/3 of it. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not going to give him the county, though. But that will get rid of another one of those negatives. Other than that, ambitious, we can't do anything about. Strong vassals, short reign, bureaucratic, ambitious. Okay. Hopefully these Anglos switch to English eventually. So throughout the rest of this game, I think what I'm going to be doing is trying to clash mostly in France. I might do some expanding in the Isles here as well. But, you know, just taking over the Empire of Britannia here is generally pretty easy once you're King of England. So I think I'm going to try to, like, clash with France a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about that, but I'm sure that we can get claims somehow on these duchies. Not right now, because we have... I think I'm actually married to this guy's daughter. Yeah. But, like, eventually we're going to be coming and trying to get some of these bigger French duchies, and we'll try to take over Paris. And maybe we will hybridize English and French. You can make the Angevin culture. So that's probably what I'm going to try to get up to here. Let's let these guys out of here. So this was the guy that started off in prison. I guess I can let him go now. There's no need not to. This guy is actually a really good knight, so I think I'll get him. And then who are you? Also a decent knight. So let's do that. Okay, so now that we have all these new titles, by default, our firstborn son is our heir. He is going to get the King of England, the Kingdom of England, the Duchy of Essex, and then these two counties. This guy's going to get the second duchy, which is Normandy, and then this guy is just going to get these other counties. So this is a bit of a disaster right here. I mean, our land won't actually get split up. It'll still be consolidated under the Kingdom of England, but we're going to lose a lot of our power out from under us. So I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe disinherit one, and maybe have take the vows another one, if possible. So we don't have enough piety to do this right now. It's only 13%. I think honestly what I'm going to do is use this hook on him. Oh, tyranny. This is 30 tyranny. I didn't think it would be that much. But we can force him to take the vows, and then we can disinherit our firstborn son, and then we can play this guy. I think probably that's what I'm going to do, but I won't do it immediately, just because it's a little bit steep. And we did just take over all this land, so I don't want to push my vassals into some type of faction by being quite tyrannical. But what I will do is, since I'm intending on playing this son, William the Red, find him a wife, so he can start at least having kids, maybe. If we can find a decent inheritable trait. Duchy of Yiland? I'm not sure. He's got a daughter. This girl here looks absolutely incredible, though. Pretty and intelligent. Really good stats. She's a little bit older, but 24, you know, that's not too bad. I doubt that we're going to find someone better than that. So I think I'm just going to go for her. She's Occitan. Not sure where she came from. Looks like from some type of event. Eccentric. But I think I'll get my son married to her. I think that's a pretty good partner right there. I think that we can probably get a claim on Brittany as well. What I might do is let this finish, grab one more point, maybe in strict organization or bellum justum, and then switch into learning focus and maybe come down here for sanctioned loopholes to get some buy claims. This is just a county claim. We can't quite request claim from the Pope. We're not holy enough or anything like that. If he has some sinful traits, it makes it a little bit easier. Oops, not that. Request claim. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Same thing with the counties as well. So we're going to need to find some other way to do this. Eventually, some of our vassals will have claims, I'm sure, against some French counties that maybe we can press as well. But for the most part, what I'm going to try to do is fight against France, like I said. I think it's going to make for the most interesting game, rather than just expanding against these weaker states up here. So I am going to create these duchy titles, I think. Mostly so that I get the prestige instead of my vassals. And we'll just give them away to them. So you are Cornwall. You are Wessex. And you are this one that I have no idea how to pronounce. Weiss? Anyways, there we go. So even though we did go into prestige debt, we're now at 1,500, and we still do have a decent amount of gold left over, which I'm probably going to use to develop my capital a little bit and build up my army as well. We are going to be losing the bulk of our military when our character passes on. Thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, I'm going to be continuing this series on in the next part. Please subscribe and leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.